Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. It's out on the road tomorrow as the Spurs wrap up this home stretch. Well, we know they've been sliding lately, and you have to wonder, can they turn it around right now?
You know, sometimes during the season, Kevin, as long as it is, teams just go through a blasé period, and that's basically what's happening here. We can't put our fingers on any one or two things. They're just not getting it done.
Yeah, but what it looks like to me, guys, is they are just exhausted. I don't see any of the energy we saw from them in the past, and it's just not a team that appears to enjoy playing the game right now.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Parker out there with Monroe. And it's Maggette in at the point.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Freak with it. 20 points for him last game against Minnesota. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the night.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That's good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Freak. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
You know, but they were able to hang in there for most of that game. But at the end, you know, when it matters most in terms of what I call winning time, they just could not make the plays on either end of the floor.
Yeah, I like that term, winning time. But as you said, they didn't get run over, but just couldn't convert when they needed to in the end.
Here's Freak. Jabari Parker making his last shot. Here's Freak. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Back to Leonard. The shot is off. Great D that time from Middleton. 3-on-3. We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. Doris, what's the news there?
Well, I asked him what strategy they were going to use at the offensive end, and he told me that they did not want to have to rely on their perimeter game. Instead, he plans to exploit what he described as a mismatch on the interior, saying, quote, "We have the talent inside to make things very difficult on them. We're going to use it." Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. Now, here's Monroe, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Parker drives in. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up.
So San Antonio going with an almost entire. Last game for the Spurs. They want to turn it around after the loss to Minnesota.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. I mean, you could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
Setting the floor for the Bucks, we've got Antetokounmpo. Laverne is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Wall in at the small forward. Here's Wall following the basket by Freak, and he gets it to go. Wall's got the lead, back up to 2 now for the Bucks.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Here's Freak. Laverne grabs the miss.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Here's Leonard. It's blocked. And Wall. Here we go now. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Leaps for it. Back to Wall. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And it's a 4-point Bucks lead. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And the Bucks, they're shooting the ball at 42%. Maggette the pass to Wall. Antetokounmpo dishes to Kidd-Gilchrist. The kick out to Wall. Drills the three-pointer. Wall's got 10 points.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Parker passes the Freak. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Clock at 6. Looking to end the run. San Antonio again missing.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Freak. He's got 7. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
Now, in terms of rebounding over the last 10 games, these are the rookies that have been head and shoulders above it. San Antonio making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Spurs trail by 9. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Shane Larkin's checked in for Jared Dudley.
First team foul. It's Shane Larkin.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. There's Freak. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
San Antonio making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Middleton's checked in, and it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. And so it's Milwaukee now. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Antetokounmpo. Buries it down low. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
Playing smart offensively in the first half. No doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves played a role for them. He ended with 20 points and did a good portion of his work from the free throw line as he drew a good number of fouls. The outing for him was certainly one that he would be happy to repeat.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. Inside, Monroe. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
Allow the offense.
And we finished one half of basketball. The Bucks on top. They're up by 11. Live from the AT. Center.
Here we go, San. Here we go, San Antonio. Please.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Freak really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight, almost scoring at will in that first half.
Really hard to fathom he'll be able to keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but, you know, you never know. It could be a special night for him.
Freak, he's in at point guard. Pachulia's out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's Parker. Plays it in off the breakaway. Parker's got 10 points in the game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. No luck.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Averaging 13 points per game, 6 assists and 7 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Milwaukee. They set the pick. Antetokounmpo dishes to Parker. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
What a game for Parker. He's got 13 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
Here's Freak. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Freak's got 19 points.
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Drills the baseline jumper. And the Bucks lead by 18.
Boy, this is the kind of shooting performance coaches dream of. It makes their job so much easier. An excellent start to this third quarter.
Freak kicks to Aldridge. Aldridge with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Now here's Freak, defended by Middleton, stolen by Middleton. Bucks leading by 18. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Parker against Leonard. Parker kicks to Middleton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Now here's Freak, guarded closely. Good. Freak's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Middleton left side. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight.
It's this simple, guys. No rebounds.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely
Dominate the glass. Bigs, get the ball off the rim and get it out to our guards.
Spurs trail by 17. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. They've got Greg Monroe, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Maggette in at the point guard. Here's Freak. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunk's the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it's certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Parker dishes to Freak. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And when we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Parker kicks to Maggette. It's hauled in by Tony Parker. Spurs trail by 15. And Freak throws it down.
Fantastic. Dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
The Bucks working the ball around. Outside, Kidd-Gilchrist from 11 feet away. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Spurs have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Wall with the steal. They double him with Freak. Kidd-Gilchrist with it. Now defended by Freak. Pulls up. Kidd-Gilchrist, no luck.
His shot's it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Bucks leading by 13. Double team on Parker to the inside, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. Now here's Freak, covered by Maggette. And it's Freak missing.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Maggette kicks to Antetokounmpo. Parker with a clean look. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. Now here's Freak, covered by Maggette. And Freak throws it down.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Parker, and it's sent back by Aldridge. They get it back, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee.
Timeout.
13. Here's Freak. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Terrific game for Freak. He has 29 points, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
And he hasn't been afraid to draw a little bit of contact on his way to the basket. Some guys shy away from that.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Parker. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Now here's Freak, covered by Maggette. And here's Freak, stolen by Maggette. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Maggette hits them both. Spurs trail by 15. Now here's Freak. 8 feet away. Milwaukee with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
Puts up a 3. Great D that time from Middleton. Bucks leading by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bucks.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team.
And so the Bucks take the win. And
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan,
Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiera. Vengo para mirar de nuevo, para ver lo cierto y despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo, tú y yo. Descolonicemos lo que nos enseñaron con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la palabra, esa palabra hablada. Vengo sin temor a no perder nada. Vengo como el niño que busca de su morada la entrada al origen, la vuelta de su cruzada. Vengo a buscar la historia silenciada, la historia de una tierra saqueada. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros. Vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos. Vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones. Vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida al punto de partida. Vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida. Vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo con mis ideas, con lo oscuro, con el sentir humano. Vivir este mundo donde el hombre nuevo busca el contrapunto. Vengo humano, vengo como tú, en busca de la huella, de la pieza del árbol y de su corteza que guarda en su memoria que el canto de victoria cuando vimos de la tierra lloramos con tal euforia. Y abrimos así nuestros brazos tan encadilados y nos acurrucamos al origen de los tiempos, a la fuente del universo donde ya es el sentimiento de vivir este comienzo. Vengo con la sangre roja, con los pulmones llenos de rimas en mi boca, con los ojos rasgados, con la tierra en las manos. Venimos con el mundo y venimos con su canto. Vengo a construir un sueño, el brillo de la vida que habita en el hombre nuevo. Vengo buscando un ideal y un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con los pájaros y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida al punto de partida. Vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida. Vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno. Vengo buscando un ideal de un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo.
Yo, look towards the darkness. Nah, yo, look towards the light. Yo, what is that? It's a supernova. Man, that's a black hole. Yo. I leap over lies in a single bound. The black cloud, one day I got struck by knowledge of self-figurative super scientific powers. Now I run through the ghetto, battling my arch nemesis, Mr. Ignorance. He's been trying to take me out since the days of my youth. He feared this day will come. I'm hot on his trail, but sometimes he slips away because he has an army. They always give me trouble, mainly hatred, jealousy, and envy. They attack me. They think they got me, but I use my super science and I twist all three. I see sparks over that building. That means I dip, do a backflip, then I'm in the heart with bookmarks. Ignorance hates when I drop it, but no matter what he do, he can't stop the profit. Let's continue the saga, mad drama. I met this chick, she said she knew where ignorance was at. I said where? She said downtown. He had. I think the blindness is set up, I can smell it, but ignorance is running rampant. Aight, baby, show me the exact spot. Meet me at Quake and Skimmerhorn at 3 on the dot. So I hops up on the A train, I'm being followed. My seventh sense senses danger. I turn around, it's anger. Any brought a marble on. It's the same old song. Despair and animosity.
looks like you're in a bit of a jam. I hope you can unstick yourself. Oh, and what you did to my wife, it was nothing. I have others. The saga continues.
from the other side where other guys don't walk too much. Girls in the projects when said we talk too much. So they ran up the time and thought them dudes would trust. I don't know what they foul just like us. I'm from where the beef is inevitable. Summertime's unforgettable. Bruises in abundance. Buy a half-price sweater new. Your word was everything, so everything you said you do, you did it. You can talk about it if you ain't living. I'm from where pull your car and argue all day about who's the best MCs. Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. T-Ball and doves are at odds. At each other's throats for the love of foreign cars. The catch cases, hoping the judge R&Rs. But most times find themselves locked up behind bars. That all. I'm from where they ball and rewrite stars. I'm from Marcy, son. Just thought I'd remind y'all. Cough up a lung where I'm from.
Another one.